from across the world. Audrey just landed 3 hours ago. So their levels of commitment are just unbelievable to give up their own work, successful writers and directors, just to give back. And that is really what requires the most massive applause right now. Applause for Pubali, who came in later. Would not be able to be benefited and to be able to realize their vision. I also would like to thank, as I did, Anand Mahindra, Zubin Bhiwandiwala, who believe in this process, who supported financially and with all their heart. Club Mahindra, who give us the most amazing resort every year with great hospitality. Kavinder Singh and the rest of the team there, you have our gratitude. The TI group, who stepped forward, looking at our initiative, which is really a Mahindra initiative, and again said, this is fantastic, it fits into our ideals. We are happy to support it with you. This is the kind of things that we wanted to do. It's almost like Warren Buffett giving Bill Gates his money, saying, you're doing a good job. Why don't you do this? Why don't I put my money here too? So it's really, really a phenomenal thing that they've done for us. And now I would like to introduce to you, firstly, Aparna and the whole team. Aparna really makes me look good. She does all the work, and I get all the wonderful photo ops and the applause. She's been running the lab from the first year itself and has done a great job. She's kind of young, but I call her the mother of the indie community in India, because there's not a single young writer and director that Aparna doesn't know on speed dial, knows exactly what they're doing, what their problems are, which project they're stuck in, which project is going to be greenlit, which producer let them down. All that is etched in Aparna's mind. Oh, you're there. I've tried to find you everywhere. So from a very young mother, we'll go to a not so young father. Anjum Rajabali, I was calling will one day be known as the father of screenwriting in India. There's no doubt. Anjum is one of our most prolific writers, who's written some memorable screenplays that you've all seen. But he gives the majority of his time, in fact, I would say all his time. I haven't seen his last film for quite a while now. He's giving all his time to nurturing young talent. Nurturing young talent. He runs the screenwriting department not only at FTI Pune, but also at Whistling Woods. He runs a huge number of initiatives and workshops through the year for screenwriting. But more importantly, Anjum has been the only advisor who's been with us all the years. So he began with us in the first lab, second lab, third lab. He was the first Indian, the only Indian to be invited by Sundance to come as an advisor there. So he understood their process really well. And this year, this is really his direction under which we are running the new Mumbai Mantra Cinerise screenwriting program. Anjum, please come and take over.
Thank you, Rohit. Whatever little chance I had of furthering my screenwriting career has effectively been killed by you here publicly by saying that all the big directors who I would like to work with are sitting right here. They've all given up already by now, saying if you're going to be teaching full time, then obviously you're not a professional screenwriter.
It is strategic. We need you for ourselves.
I never sort of said no to that, but I also have a parallel career. Anyway, enough about me. I am a screenwriter, so I am permitted cliches, okay? So let me start with one. India is a country of stories and of storytellers. It bears repetition that we have the longest heritage and perhaps the deepest treasure of ancient narrative traditions, of great stories which form part of our collective consciousness, which have served as a sort of repository of cultural continuity in this long-standing country of 5,000 years. And yet there is a paradox. Okay. So often have our films been accused of not really being able to connect with the audience for which they have been written and designed. So often have big projects, very well awaited projects, sort of led to disappointment that not really been able to hit the mark, we've not really been able to engage, the audience hasn't been able to engage with them. And let's sort of admit it, let's acknowledge it publicly that the primary reason for that is that our scripts don't seem to be crafted adequately well to sort of deserve a cinematic expression. Now the paradox here is that there are great ideas, great stories, and as Rohit has sort of underscored, so let me also say that yes, I have been sort of privy, as have a lot of these mentors, been privy to a lot of stories from young, fresh, new talent which have been trying to find its way into screenwriting, into the sort of film in the film industry, and yet those ideas, those stories, those great sort of interesting characters that these young people have conceived, don't seem to finally come together into well-written scripts, I'm afraid. And there seems to be this lack here. There are historical reasons for this, for which I mean, this is not the forum for me to sort of start dwelling into that and giving some sort of an exposition on that. But suffice to say that when the Indian